This conference will now be recorded.
Go ahead and come onto your backs. Good morning. So glad you're all here. So come onto your backs and allow your knees to be bent. And just allow yourself to center your body. And then take and place your palms onto your belly and let your upper arms and elbows rest on the floor. Please press the chin into the hollow of the throat and just press into the back of the head. And just find a nice stretch into that cervical spine. And then begin to weave your breath into a nice diaphragmatic breath. And we'll include on the exhale engaging the lower back and the pelvic floor as you do pelvic tilts with this diaphragmatic breath. So inhaling through the nose, feel the belly rise right up under your hands. And then a nice long exhale to 6, imprinting the back, lifting the tailbone, squeezing the belly floor. Just allow yourself to do 4 more of them. Feel the arc of the back return as the belly lifts up into the hands and release out. And just imagine that you're in your inner garden. And the seed that is always there is that beautiful, divine, spiritual seed. Let's use our practice today to tend to our inner garden. So as we practice releasing the stress and tension out of the muscles, we can think of those as perhaps the weeds that we want to release and let go of. And yet at the same time, we want to be grateful for those weeds because they allow us to do the inner work, to grow and become closer, and really allow that spiritual garden to begin to really grow and flourish. 1 more breath here. And then flow into a nice Ujjayi breath once you finish this last exhale in the diaphragmatic breath. And take your palms and place the heels of your palms just above the thigh creases. And just gently begin to press away. So it's going to arc your back a little bit. And let's just create some opening, find some space. So allow the shoulder blades to move down. You'll feel a little bit of an overarch into the back. But we want to open up into the psoas, into those hip flexors. Tuck the chin. And use your practice today, set an intention perhaps, to just use your practice to draw inward and just enjoy this inner garden, this landscape. Allow the beautiful flowers and fruit trees to flourish and blossom and bloom. We'll partake of the fruit, while at the same time we recognize resistance as those inner weeds, or as those weeds, and release them. 1 more Ujjayi breath here, just really creating space. Feel the nice stretch into the upper shoulders. Feel the distance between the ears and the shoulders. And then very, very gently release and hug both knees into the chest and maybe draw your nose up. And then gently release the head down. Grab the back of the thighs and let's just roll up onto the sitting bones. Allow yourself to come cross-legged if that's safe for you. And just lift the spine nice and tall, and let's bring the palms to the heart. Allow yourself to just gently bow forward a little bit, and let's all exhale. Really press the palms together, draw the shoulder blades down. And a full deep exhale here. On the in-breath, just stretch the prayer hands up to the sky, open the heart. Reach as high as you can, chin lifted if that's safe. And then a beautiful Om, silent Om as you bring it back down into the heart. And again, just that intention to allow ourselves to really focus and be aware of all of the movements, the breath that allows us to enhance the movements, to steady the emotional and the mental body as well as the physical body, so that we can intertwine with that beautiful spiritual essence within. So gently rest the palms down onto the knees And on an in-breath, let's just take that right arm all the way up to the sky. Take a deep stretch through that side, and then gently bring it all the way back down. And let's switch sides, bringing up that left arm, deep stretch. And then on an exhale, bring it down. And let's just take both hands facing each other, bend into the elbows, reach back behind your ears, and then stretch all the way up to the sky. And on an exhale, let's take right hand to left knee and take a twist. Take a full in breath. And a full out breath. Do a nice yes with the hips. One more complete cycle of breath here. Bring the head to stillness. And then on the in-breath, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky. Bring the backs of the hands together. Allow the crown of the head to level out, navel to spine, and press the pinky fingers together. And then reach all the way up. Take a full deep in-breath here. And on the exhale, let's bring left hand to right knee and twist all the way over to the right. From here, draw the shoulder blades down and just do a nice no from shoulder to shoulder. Really opening up. Good. One more time. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently bring the head forward. And let's reach and sweep the palms together up above the crown of the head. And then exhale, let's take and bring left hand to the earth and reach over to the right. On the in-breath, sweep back up, place the right hand onto the earth and stretch over. Draw it all the way back up, palms together. Let's bend into the elbows and just bring the prayer hands back behind the neck. Allow yourself to engage the belly. And on an exhale, just hinge forward. Hug the elbows towards each other. I'm going to come down as far as feels safe to you and take a full cycle of breath. Full in breath, full out breath. On the in breath, let's lift all the way back up. And on the exhale, reach up to the sky and bring the hands all the way back down to the knees. Allow yourself to switch, please. Let's take a full in breath in, lift up nice and tall, and on an exhale, just walk forward. Good. Keep the spine open, heart open, looking forward somewhat, and just use your exhales to keep walking forward. Use those exhales. And then taking the left hand all the way over to the left, move the right over and take a nice opening over that left knee. Full in breath, full out breath. Draw back to the center, and let's take it over the right knee. So as you really stay inward, are your thoughts weeds or flowers? Come back to the center and walk all the way back upright. Oh, and from there, just stretch the legs out, give them a nice shake. And let's bend into that right knee and bring the right elbow or the right upper arm inside. Anchor into the left leg, toes straight up to the sky. And then on an exhale, rotate and turn. Really pressing right upper arm into the right leg. Full deep breath here. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, chin to chest. And just draw a smile from left to right. Nice and slow. Make sure you engage the belly, the pelvic floor on the exhale, wringing out the organs. And one more smile as you come forward. And then just allow yourself to hook that left arm, sweep the right arm back, and take a deep twist here. Full in breath, full out breath. Bring right ear, right shoulder. Crown of the head to the sky, and exhale left ear, left shoulder. Bring the crown of the head to the sky, and very gently come all the way forward. Bring both arms inside that right knee. Let the eyes look at the left shin bone and just press forward. Find a nice stretch through the back.
Allow the shoulder blades to really ink towards each respective side, broadening through that middle back, upper back. And then rise all the way back up. Now let's just take and extend that right leg out and down. Bring the left one in. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, let's bring that left arm inside, sweep the right arm behind, and open up. Really press into that right heel, engaging isometrically, tractioning into that inner left knee. One more full deep breath here, really rotating into the shoulders. And then on an in-breath, come forward and hook with that right elbow as you twist that. And here, either draw circles with your nose. If the mistake, bring chin to chest and do one full rotation clockwise. Very slowly with the head. Don't forget to bring out the organs at the bottom of the breath and then do one in the opposite direction. Nice and slow. You're either circling with your nose or a full rotation if your cervical spine has allowance for that. Bring the crown of the head back upright and gently with an in-breath, reach forward and really reach, traction both the left foot into the earth, nice deep stretch, pressing into that right heel, right toes towards the kneecap. One more breath. And then very, very gently, let's rise up and allow that left leg to extend back out. Bring the hands all the way down. Let's cross at the ankles and transition right into tabletop, please. Or however that works best for you. In our tabletop, let's allow ourselves to bring the palms right underneath the shoulders or fists, however it is you work. Knees hip width apart. Allow yourself to just look straight down to the earth. And on the in-breath, let's raise the head, raise the right leg up, and exhale, leave the nose. And 4 more. Nice, slow movements, moving expressively with the breath. Feel that breath, just open it up. Good. With that last one, allow yourself to tuck the right toes under. And then we're going to turn the left toes under, and we're just going to press and take a stretch into a modified down dog. And then back down to the knees. And then we're going to take that right foot all the way over to the left. We're going to look forward and square our shoulders. We're going to create as much space as we can on both rib walls. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, rotate the head and look at the right foot and the left. And then inhale, head to neutral. Do that 4 more times. Stretch to look back at that right foot. Come back to neutral. Just flow with your breath, trying to deepen into the stretch. 2 more. Nice deep opening. Last one. Gently come forward. Let's take and lift that right leg, bring right knee back down, and inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Interlace the fingers and let's stretch upward. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale with engaged core, let's tip over to the left. Inhale all the way up and exhale over to the right. Draw it all the way back up, tuck the toes under. And on an exhale, let's bring left hand to left heel, right arm to the side, or you can take left hand to the lower back or hamstring. Inhale, let's switch. So draw a circle with the right hand and take it to the heel, the low back, or the hamstring. And one more time, switch. So a nice modified half camel. Ooh, opening up the front side of the body. And then bring it all the way back up and exhale, swan dive down into tabletop. Allow yourself, please, to find that nice foundation. And lift the left leg, look forward, exhale through the nose, other side. Nice deep opening, take it slow. Let this really be a nice dance. Perhaps it's just working through and fertilizing the soil in that inner garden. Last one. Good. take and tuck the left toes back and under, right toes under. If you want, just allow yourself to bend into the left knee if it's too much on the wrist to lift up into the modified down dog.
Stretch and take a deep stretch into that left heel, no matter whether you're still on your knees.
And then gently come all the way back down. And let's take that left foot as far to the right. It's still safe for you. And then on an exhale, turn and look at that left foot as you look to the right. Head comes forward, and then 4 more times. Really opening up into that left side wall. And forward. On the exhale, look back at that foot. Bring it forward. Last one. And come forward. Lift the leg. Bring it all the way back down. Let's take the knees wide, toes together. And come down on the forearms. And just use the forearms to press tailbone back towards the heels. If it is safe, come forward, touch the toes together, and lift the feet off the floor. And rock forward and back. Only do what feels safe for you. 3 more. Breathing into the inner groin. Nice deep stretch here. 2 more. And last one. Take it all the way back and stretch the arms out. Use the heels of the palms to press the tailbone back towards the heels. And then very, very gently walk the hands all the way back. Lift a little bit upright. Bring right knee in, left knee in, and step right foot forward, left foot forward, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows and just take a nice angle here. Begin to energize into the legs. Let the crown of the head come to the earth. Try to feel the rocking side to side. Feel yourself press back more so on the heels. And notice if you feel a stretch into the upper hamstrings. Come to center where you have 50-50 weight on both the front of the feet and the heels of the feet. Engage the feet strongly and then soften into the hamstring muscles. And then gently release the hands all the way to the earth. Step the right foot back, left foot back, down dog. And take a nice runner's stretch. You can also come down into tabletop if you need to. And then lift up onto all 10 toes and find a solid down dog. First one for the day. Head between the ears, press the tailbone to the sky. Imagine a pair of hands just pressing that low sacral spine so that the tailbone lifts up to the sky. Take a full in breath. Let's lift the right leg all the way up to the sky. And on an exhale, step through the lunge, low lunge, and then bring that left knee down. Untuck the toe, and on an in-breath, bring the palms to face each other forward and all the way up to the sky. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, bring the hands together and down to the heart as you exhale. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, let's rotate over to the right, hook the elbow, and come into a nice prayer twist. Full in-breath, full out-breath. One more cycle of breath here. Squeeze the knee and the foot towards each other. And then on your next in-breath, let's lift all the way up to the sky. And on an exhale, bring the hands all the way down onto the earth. Tuck the back toes under, straighten the front leg, back forward, bend into lunge, and 2 more times. Take it nice and slow, feel the stretch. As you come back into that low lunge, step back, down dog.
Oh, let's take that left leg up to the sky. Really press into the heel of the left foot. Engage that leg as you press into the right heel. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, draw it all the way forward into low lunge. Look forward, open your heart, and bring the right knee down. Hug the knee and the foot towards each other, engage the core. Reach forward with the palms facing each other. Lift all the way up. You can also have your left hand on your left thigh if you need. Bring the palms together. Use an exhale to come all the way down to the heart. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, rotate. Hook that right elbow into the thigh and open up into a nice prayer twist. Create the space. Imagine appreciation for all the elements that help your garden to grow. Nourished by the sun, by the water, the rain, all of the elements, the soil. On an in-breath, gently come forward, hands down to the earth. Modification, instead of lifting up into low lunge, you can take and just lengthen through that front leg and back forward. 3 of those. So either way. 1 more. Good. Look forward, step back, and hug. On an in-breath, take the right leg up to the sky, snap the hip. Good. Square the hip and step all the way forward, low lunge. Allow yourself to come down onto the left knee. And we're just going to take the left leg and kickstand it. In other words, bring it back behind by your left buttock. And then press the lift right up into warrior 2. Ah, nice modified warrior 2. So heel toe in the space. Good. Make sure that knee's right on top of the ankle, the right knee. And then lift up onto all 5 toes. And just allow yourself to let the buttocks get very heavy down in the thigh. Bring the heel down. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, let's bring elbow to thigh. And bring that left arm up and over the left ear. Please find as much space as you can here. We always space the rows in the garden, so we want to really allow ourselves to create space for this inner garden, for this physicality, for the breath body, really reaching. 1 more breath here, and then on the in-breath, let's rise all the way back up. I'm just going to take and bend, reaching all the way over to the right, lift all the way back up, and reach, and lift, and reach, and back upright. From there, allow yourself to bring the right hand to the hip. Let's bring the left hand down in line with that left knee and spin the outer edge of the right foot towards the top of the mat. Toes coming forward 90 degrees. We're going to take and bring that right arm up to the sky. Really allow yourself to engage into that extended right leg. Let's use an exhale to bring the right arm up and over your ear. And really stretch here, opening up. Take a full cycle of breath. And we're going to draw 1 rainbow each way. So on your next in-breath, take that right arm up to the sky, bend into the elbow and bind the back of the right hand as high up towards the neck as you can. And then inhale, bring it back up to the sky and overhead. Really reach, bend into that right knee, lift right back up into warrior 2, cartwheel all the way forward. Bring that left foot back in line with the knee so that it's parallel to the edges of the mat. Tuck the left toes and step back into down dog. Woo, allow yourself to just move here a little bit. Little limb stretch. Notice the difference between the right and left side of the body. That was a long stretch. And let's take that left leg to the sky. Ooh, bend into the knee and stack the hip. Really open up. moving head, just really creating a nice spacious inner garden. Square the hips and step all the way through. Look forward into your low lunge, and then just bring that right knee down. Allow yourself, please, to gently bring both palms up. We're just going to take that right foot, bring it back in line with the right knee. We're going to step the right knee on top of the right hip. Heel toe that left foot in line so that it's in line with the front of the right knee. And come right into your warrior two. Good, and breathe. Really allow yourself to step into it. Find a nice stretch. Take a full in-breath. And one more cycle of breath here. Have to anchor that kickstand. I almost fell. And then we'll just take and bring left elbow to left thigh. And take that right arm up and over. Good, and breathe. Nice deep breaths. Really press firmly into that left foot. One more cycle of breath here. Really reaching, deep stretch. And then on an in-breath, warrior two. Good, looking over that front foot. Squeezing foot and knee together. And then we're just going to bend into that inner thigh, that left inner thigh, and come back up. And bend. So a nice stretch into that inner groin. Good, two more. Hopefully this is okay on your knee. Pat it if you need to. Good, and then come into that warrior two. Bring your left hand to your hip. We're going to line right fingers with the right knee. We're going to have right knee underneath right hip. We're going to extend and come onto the inner edge of the left foot so that we're in a nice line here. Lengthen through the side wall, stack the shoulders. And on an in-breath, let's take and draw that left arm up and over. Really now press into that left foot. Feel it firmly as you reach into the stretch. Drawing now our rainbow. So use an in-breath to rise it up, bend into the elbow. Take the back of the left hand as far up the spine as you can. Spine open. And then on your next in-breath, retrace it all the way back up to the sky. Reach it up and over the ear. And then gently bring it all the way back upright. Bend into that front knee, warrior two, and cartwheel all the way forward. Make sure that the right foot is in line with the right knee. Tuck the toes under, and allow yourself to step back foot to front foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Let the palms face each other, bend deeply into the knees, and reach all the way up to the sky. On the exhale, bring the arms out to the side and all the way down to the earth, down back into the garden. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive as you bring it all the way back up. Right hand grabs left wrist, take it over to the side. Draw it all the way back up. And exhale over to the left. Are you really careful to fertilize your garden regularly? Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, pivot onto the heel. Inhale, warrior one. Remember, you can always place your palms onto your thigh to lift up. Allow yourself a moment, a cycle of breath to just step in. Steeple fingers, get really tall, press into the outer edge of that right foot as you tighten the right glute nice and tight. And then on an exhale, interlace the fingers. Bring them down behind you and stretch the knuckles down towards the earth. Open the heart. Sink into that front knee if it's available. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, fold forward any little bit or not at all. Your choice. Begin to really press into the outer edge of the right foot. One more full deep breath here, please. And then on an exhale, release the hands down and walk to the side of the mat. Allow the toes to come forward 90 degrees, each foot nice and wide. And just allow yourself to grab your inner or outer ankles and fold all the way down to the earth. Let that spine get very long. Maybe the crown of the head touches the earth. Take one more cycle of breath here. And then sweep the right arm forward, left arm forward. Take the arms wide and find a wide-legged down dog. Really press the tailbone up to the sky, arms between the ears. One more full deep breath. And then allow yourself to draw and walk one palm at a time. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Bend into that right knee. Let's come to the back of the mat. Find your low lunge, look forward, and then pivot onto the back heel. And inhale, warrior one. Good. Find your steeple fingers. Really sink down into that front knee. Get exquisitely tall. Take the full in-breath, and on the exhale, release the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers. Draw the knuckles towards the earth. Feel that nice opening. Take a full in-breath, and if it feels safe with hips and shoulders square, begin to melt. Humble warrior, bringing the crown of the head or the forehead towards the floor. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath, opening up. Beautiful external rotation of the shoulders. It's just like working the soil to make it richer and more adapted to flourishing your garden. And then on an exhale, release the hands down. Walk to the center of the mat. Allow yourself to open the toes out on each foot 45 degrees. Just take it side to side. Side to side, opening up. Good. As we come back over to that left leg, let's walk all the way back around. Find your low lunge. And allow yourself to step back into plank. We'll take our 30 seconds here, so you can come down on the forearms. You can come into Sphinx Cobra. You decide what is best for you. Nice deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. So when all of the weeds begin to pop out of the ground and we have to spend more time in the garden, how do we do that? What do we do? Really press into the hands, pressing away from the earth. Nice deep breaths here. Rounding that front core, engaging the thighs, the calf muscles, just re-engaging what disengages so that we can easily remove those weeds. Then if you're ready, down on your knees, ink back a little bit, chin chest, lifting up into baby cobra, and back down. Allow yourself to sweep the arms back, palms down, or you can interlace the fingers. Lift the right leg anchor, left leg anchor, and rise. Upper torso and legs, or just upper arms. It's really nice to squeeze a block between the thighs and just lift the upper torso. All depends what is best for your garden. Take 3 more breaths here, 2 more cycles. Lift the thighs. Feel that beautiful strength in the back. A nice nose with the head to keep everything gentle. And 1 more cycle of breath. Good. Gently release. Come on to the forearms of the Sphinx Cobra. And just rock from the right hip point to the left. Lifting that entire front hip up off the floor. Good, and then just come into your Sphinx Cobra. Allow yourself to draw the elbows back as you draw the hip points forward, the upper thighs. Good, keep the toes untucked, press into the tops of the feet. Try to engage all 10 toes. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, lift up into dolphin plank. Press into the tops of the feet. And release. Look forward. Exhale, lift. Or you can hold Sphinx Cobra and just engage. And release. Good, 3 more. Nice deep breaths. Engage into those legs. Last one. And come all the way down. Palms inside the rib cage. And gently press all the way back into child's pose. And your toes under if that feels safe. Ooh, and just rock side to side. Make a fist with your hand and then open. And make a fist again and open, releasing the wrist. Palms down and press into down dog. If you choose, you can bend into your knees and float forward. You can take one leg, lift it to the sky, bring it forward. Or you can just walk, feet to hands, your choice. So you decide. Allow yourself a nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up, palms touch. Look up if that's safe. And exhale down to the heart. Find that nice balance. And take 2 cycles of breath. And arrive in the fragrance of the garden. So smell it. Right now, our mango trees are in blossom. And we have an exotic tree that I drew from the seed from the botanical garden. The tree from, I can't remember now, South America, I think Brazil. And it's an endangered species called Jaruma. And it's in blossom. And boy, between the 2, they're very mild, fragrant. So pleasant, so exotic. From there, allow yourself, please, to just shift onto that right leg and come right into tree pose. So you know that you can do a tripod all the way down to the foot, right along the ankle. It can be between the knee and the ankle. You want to really lift up into that right hip, or bring it between the knee and the groin. If it begins to become appropriate, allow yourself to move arms. If you need to not move arms to stay stable, do that. If you fall out, so what? Just continue to move or not move. Let's take 2 more cycles of breath. Just be with what is. And then gently allow yourself to come all the way back around. Woo, work through the wobbles. And then on an exhale, gently release. Step out and let's come down into a nice squat. Take it really wide if you need. You can take it all the way down to the ground. You can rock it side to side. For those of you who would like, you can always come into crow pose. And then as you're ready, fold forward. And just ragdoll all the way back up. And take a cycle of breath to come back to that nice neutral position, really nurturing this garden. And then as you're ready, shifting onto the left leg, and bring that right foot up. Compressing the foot into the inner leg, inner left leg, broadening out to the side. Lift up strongly into that left leg. And then begin to move and not move. Notice how one side is different from the other. And just be with what is. Drop back to center. And then let arms come down. Let's roll the shoulders back, foot down. Let's roll them forward. Ooh, let it feel really good. And then come all the way up to the top of the mat. Bring the arms down, beside your thighs, bend the knees, lift all the way up. Beautiful sunbird, just diving right down into the garden. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Step right foot back, left foot back. Come right down on the knees. Take the feet to one side. Walk the hands forward, legs forward. Bring the feet all the way to the top of the mat and give this really nice shake. Good. From there, allow yourself, please, to bend into the left knee and grab your outer ankle or your outer knee crease or your outer left foot and bring that left leg a little bit over to the right. You can take your left hand to your low back and just do a nice yes with that left leg. Again, you can have it at the knee crease. It's a nice yes. Breathe in and stretch. This is where the knees come out, the resistance, the tightness. And then do a nice no. I reversed that. I did a yes on the no and a no on the yes. What did you do? Did I resist it? No. I have a smile on my face. Woo! And let's take that left leg all the way out to the left. And then just bring it forward and bow forward. Lift the head. If you need, bend the knee. And slowly bring that leg all the way down here. Hug the right knee into the chest. And let's take that right leg over to the left. Do a nice yes. I'm actually doing a yes this time. You can place the hand on your low back, on the floor, wherever it feels good. And then a nice yes. Notice how the yes and no get different muscles. Do you really have that left leg stapled in all 5 toes to the sky? Really anchor it down. And we're going to just take a sweep that right leg all the way out to the right. Flexion of the heel, draw the toes towards the shin bone. Stretch that left arm out. Get a really nice stretch. Let the heart shine. And then drop forward. Bow forward in a little bit. Breathe into it. And you can soften the knee. It's okay to soften the knee. That will help you get into those hamstrings. And then if you need, bend your knee. Let the arms reach up as you slowly bring that leg down. Let's reach all the way up. And then on the exhale, just all the way down. Ooh, bend into each of the knees one at a time and do a couple of pelvic tilts. And we'll come into our bridge pose. So allow your feet to be hip width apart. If you want, bring them together or space them out the width of the mat. But make sure that the feet are coming forward 90 degrees. Look up and make sure that you're centered and center your head. You can grab the edges of your mat. You can take and interlace the hands underneath. If you want, you can move and bring the arms up overhead. So let this be exactly what you need for your garden this morning. As you're ready, use an exhale to rise up. Take some nice deep breath. You can allow yourself to just squeeze alternate hiney cheeks, or you can just really engage and do little pulses, or you could do a combination of all of those things, or you can just really engage. Allow yourself to really focus on the breath and keeping all of those muscles engaged. Imagine a beautiful rain just nourishing your garden right now. So all of the beautiful breath received by the heart in turn sending it to all of the organs, to the blood flow, to soothe the nervous system. One more breath. And then on an exhale, slowly bring it all the way down. Allow yourself to heel toe the feet in, hip width apart, and a couple of pelvic tilts. Come into stillness, reach the fingers forward. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat. And allow yourself to just lift up onto the toes and stretch through the front of the feet. And then bring the heels down. On your next in-breath, rise arms and hips up. And then exhale, bring it back down. And do 4 more of those, a nice moving bridge. Stretching in and out. Breathe. And release. 2 more. Feel as if you're that beautiful wave washing up onto the shore. And bringing it back down. From there, a couple of pelvic tilts. You have an option here. You can come up into shoulder stand, or you can come into inverted pigeon, or you can even take a forward pigeon. So use your right leg if you're going to do your pigeon, bring right ankle to left knee, or square your front right shin bone at the top of your mat. If you want to do a shoulder stand, please do that, and you have more options than that. We're coming into our cool down, so what does your garden need? What is it that you really need? Allow yourself to just be in that space and take 3 cycles of breath. Let the breath really aerate all of the soil in the garden. So feel it received into every cell. Allow the element of light, the sun, to gently warm the soil. Feel that inner light from that beautiful divine seed within. And then if you're in inverted pigeon or pigeon, begin to transfer over onto the other side. So bringing left ankle on top of right knee, or left shin bone parallel to the top of the mat. For those of you that are in shoulder stand, allow yourself to melt down into cloud, please. For those of you doing your own thing, good for you. You're doing exactly what your garden needs in this moment. Take a full in-breath. Don't forget, if you're in a pigeon, to flex your feet to protect the knee. Nice deep breaths in and out. Breathe into the opening. And we're all going to gently release down, coming out of the plow. Bring the arms out to a T. Heel tuck the feet out to the width of the mat. Do another couple of pelvic tilts. We're just going to allow the knees to go over to the right. And then if you want a deeper twist, just transition the legs. Maybe bring your right foot on top of your left thigh. Maybe you bring your left arm up and stretch. Use your right hand to hold your left wrist. And take a stretch from your left knee to your right, or to your left hand. Just find what's right for you and really lead the breath. Take one more cycle of breath here, please. And then gently release. Make sure arms and head are in a nice neutral position. And then sweep the knees up to the sky. If you need a pelvic tilt, your knees into the chest. Make sure you're in your proper alignment, and then on the exhale, let's take the knees over to the left. I invite you to take the same twist on the other side. Or not. You know exactly what you need. Allow yourself again to just drop into the fragrance of your garden. Perhaps you have Meyer lemon tree in blossom. Oh, smells so incredible. Our neighbor has a bush called the Lady of the Night. I don't know the proper name of it, but the fragrance at night is just, oh my goodness. very strong, very luscious, very beautiful. So allow yourself to just take another couple cycles of breath into that very fragrant garden. What is your favorite? And as you finish that second cycle of breath, begin to find that nice neutral space. And then bring the knees back up to the sky. Maybe lift right up into a nice happy baby and just rock side to side. Just feel the suppleness of each of the plants in the garden. Intend for space and suppleness and ease and contentment. And then transition into however you would like to take your Shavasana this morning. Allow yourself to come into your breath. And just begin to, in your mind's eye, recognize the beauty of the garden. And allow yourself to even find beauty in the sense of the leaves. So that's what really gives us all of that magnificent growth. Stay with your breath, tether with the breath. Just allow yourself to soften all of the muscles. So just like the roots that flourish in the garden, allow yourself to just let all of those muscles go. Allow the bones to create some space between the muscles and the bones. Feel a softening throughout the entire physical body, that beautiful garden. And then just begin to observe. Take nice deep breaths. Take 2 nice deep breaths. In breath of 6 or 8. Take a pause for however feels appropriate. And then allow yourself to take a nice long exhale to the mouth. 6 or 8, same count. And then take one more cycle of breath like that. Just allow yourself to begin to observe. Begin to observe whatever happens in that inner garden. No judgment, just watch. Allow and trust that in this quiet and in this stillness, you can watch whatever arises. You can begin to know that there's value in both the weeds and the flowers. Notice where your attention likes to take you. Can you give yourself permission to embrace both the weeds and the flowers? Are the thoughts weeds or flowers? Allow the sun to warm you. And as that warmth kisses the skin, allow that inner garden to grow. Feel the roots of that divine seed that's always planted begin to flourish and blossom. Allow yourself to really embrace that beautiful, beautiful divine seed. Feel the energy as that plant, that divine plant just flourishes and blossoms and blooms. Allow yourself to enjoy the beauty of it. Revel in the colors of the garden. Imagine the beautiful blossom of magenta, bougainvillea, with that exquisite tiny white star right in the center. Just allow yourself to just lose yourself in the vibrant colors of that inner landscape. The beautiful warmth and light of the sun being the same light of that inner divinity shining and emanating from that divine plant within. Then begin to deepen and relax.
Full deep breaths in and out. Feel yourself squeeze the fingers and the toes and then release. Which feels better, the squeezing or the releasing? And then begin to move other parts of the body. And just know that love is a subtle force that connects us all. Those beautiful roots of that divine vine within. Feel the tendrils as you continue to move. The tendrils of that exquisite divine vine. Roll over to one side. Just embrace the spectacular, magnificent inner garden. And then bring it up to the sitting bones, bring the palms to the heart. Let's all exhale together. Sweep the arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. Together. Bring a beautiful silent Om all the way back down to the heart. Drawing back in that inner garden. Take a full in breath, and on the exhale, fold forward and namaste.